Which first-generation Chevelle was the most expensive to buy new, and which one is the most expensive today? Most people assume that's one question with two different answers. The priciest car on the lot back then usually isn't the priciest car at auction now. That's how muscle cars normally work. Not here. The most expensive first-generation Chevelle you could order new is the exact same car pulling the biggest numbers today, and it isn't close. In 1967, you could walk into a Chevrolet dealer and drive out in a brand new Chevelle SS396 for $2,825. Want the convertible? $3,033. That's it. And here's the crazy part. The SS396 only cost about $285 more than a regular Malibu. For less than $300, you got a big block, a blacked out grille, and a domed hood. Even the options were cheap. Front disc brakes, $79. A 4-speed manual, $105. But the one box almost nobody checked was the 375 horsepower L78. Only 612 buyers got one in 1967. Adjusted for inflation, that sticker price is about 29 grand today. Less than a base pickup truck. Meanwhile, a real 138 code SS now trades for double, triple, or way more. So, would you have checked the L78 box? Tell me in the comments. In 1966, one checkbox on the Chevelle order sheet turned a $3,000 car into a future six-figure collectible. Which one? That's at the end. But let's start where every buyer did. The showroom floor. The SS396 Sport Coupe started at $2,776. Want the convertible? $2,984. And every single one came with the 396 big block. No small blocks allowed. The option sheet was a bargain too. A Muncie 4-speed, $210. The automatic, $147. Factory air conditioning, $413. And the steal of the century, just $105, turned your 325 horsepower into 360 with the L34. And that magic checkbox, the L78. Only around 3,100 buyers ordered the 375 horsepower monster. And today, those are the 66s collectors fight over. Which would you order, coupe or convertible? Drop it in the comments. The very first Chevelle SS has a dirty little secret. You could order it with a 6-cylinder, 120 horsepower, and almost 10,000 people actually did. But here's what a real one cost in 1964. $2,646. That got you the Malibu SS Sport Coupe with a V8, the convertible, $2,857. But in '64, SS meant bucket seats, a console, and badges, because the hottest engine was a 327 with 300 horsepower. No big block, not yet. Now the options. Positive traction, $37. Power steering, $86. A 4-speed, $188. But the most expensive option on the whole sheet was air conditioning, $363. More than the hot engine, the 4-speed, and positive traction combined. Adjusted for inflation, that SS sticker is about 26 grand today, and that 300 horse L74, only 1,137 ever got one. It didn't even show up until June. So be honest, in 1964, would you have ordered the 6, the 283, or waited all summer for the L74? Tell me in the comments. In 1965, Chevy built a Chevelle so expensive, the option package alone cost more than half the price of the car. Only 201 were made, and one of them has never been found. Let's start low. A 1965 Malibu SS Sport Coupe with the V8 stickered at $2,750. The convertible, $2,858. Reasonable money for a super sport. Then you could check a few boxes. 350 horsepower for $200. A Muncie 4-speed, $188. Positive traction, $3770. But there was one box that changed everything. Option code Z16, $1,501 on top of the car. For that, you got the 396 big block, 375 horsepower, a forged crank, a Muncie 4-speed, and a fully boxed frame welded under a hard top. Added up, a $2,750 coupe became a $4,200 Chevelle. Corvette money in a mid-size sedan. Chevy never advertised it. They handed them to celebrities and their best dealers. 200 hardtops, 1 prototype, and a convertible, reportedly built for a GM executive that no one has ever found. A regular 65 Malibu SS today, maybe 30 grand. A real Z16, 100,000 to $250,000, the most expensive checkbox in Chevelle history. Would you have checked it?